I hope that you're all having a lovely, lovely time zone wherever you are. Thank you so much to everyone that came to say hi last night while I was giving a little bit of a life update. Wow, I couldn't even do the word giving. My mouth's being a bit of a dingus. I need some water, my dudes. I need some water pretty badly. I'm thinking about doing kind of like a morning walk thing every morning that I can, or have something to say, because I think that sometimes it's just nice to go with a walk with friends. I don't even know what time is it. It's 7:57. I should have been walking earlier. God dang it. But yeah, it was really lovely kind of catching up and chatting with everybody. Some really, really positive things that are kind of arising that we're figuring out. The audiobook situation. I've joined a band. We're looking at my schedule in terms of Twitch to make things a lot better, and also do more stuff with YouTube. Yeah, it's been a relatively positive thing. I'm back to walking in the morning. That was a huge thing, like not being in rhythm with what I was doing for a while, and now I kind of woke up and I figured out the meta, my dudes. So I have my initial thing go off at 7, and then my partner Z has this really brilliant thing where they have a secondary alarm that goes off 15 minutes later, and it's kind of like, it's just long enough for you to kind of go, okay, I'm waking up, and then the 15 minutes kind of goes, okay, time to get up. Purple, it's good to see you. How are you feeling today? Welcome in. Hope you're having a lovely day. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Happy Monday. Indeed. Yes. My voice is still being a bit of a pill, so I'm going to be doing my vocal treatment later on, but I'm not going to be live streaming that because I literally have a hose in my mouth, which means I can't talk, right? But I figure that maybe doing a morning walk each day with you guys on here would be kind of lovely. And then I'm going to go home and I'm going to do some of my guitar practice, and then I'm probably going to end up playing through some of my set list, which is nice. I'm going to try and figure out how to do that easily. You know, I think that'd be kind of fun. AFK, it's good to see you. Good morning, dude. Good time zone. Not sure if it's still morning. Every single time zone is still, in the US at the very least, is still morning, I think. I believe. But yeah, morning time walks. Haven't been to sleep yet? No, AFK, no, bro. Dude. That's rough, man. Jeez. Oh, these are the 12-day things that you were talking about, right? Yeah. I'm sorry that it's not prettier. I know that most people are like, you're in California, you must be gorgeous. It's like, oh, okay, look, like San Diego, Los Angeles. Yeah, like there's definitely usually prettier weather in the morning, but Central Coast of California, this is what you get, my dudes. You get the overcast. And I bet you up north of me about 45 minutes, it's still really sunny right now. The June gloom. Welcome in, Crystal Gazer. How are you doing? Good to see you. Dude, what's going on with the post office? Have I told you guys this thing, my dudes, where I've actually had to send out packages, and then when they come back, then they send them back. It's like, you didn't pay enough for this. And it's like, you do realize that a postal office worker actually does do this for me, and by sending it back, you're actually costing the company more money. Because it's by weight, right? They average everything by weight. So by sending the package back, it's like you do realize that at this point, it's not going to work, right? It's not, you're not being effective, plus you're being a dick. Just let people have the packages for me. And they're not like huge packages either. They're these little like blue like pack. I can't tell you how. I think it's like 8 at this point that I need to like basically reach out to people and be like, hey, I'm so sorry. But the problem is that I've written their legal names and forgotten, my dudes, to put their screen name. So because I haven't memorized everyone's legal name, some of these things have, you know, their legal names on them. I'm not about to go to my Discord or to social media and be like, hey, could so-and-so from so-and-so, you know, message me so I can get this back to you? Best way to dox your community, man. Don't do that, dude. Wanda, welcome in. How are you doing? to deliver my books, but I have a cameras and have delivery box according to their guidelines. They still said it was an undeliverable address. What a bunch of turds, dude. I want to believe the best in humanity, right? But I'm sorry. If you have a mailbox and an address that is clearly able to be found, and if someone just kind of looks at it and says, "Oh, I want to walk over there," you should. I'm sorry. That should be a write-up for you. You shouldn't be doing the mail. Now, I will say this: if you go to an address and there is a fence that you cannot scale, and you can't get to the mailbox, I get that, maybe. But then that person should also probably have something out there available for that stuff, I guess. I don't know, that's whack. I got him Broken Bindings edition of the Aragon books. Man, that sounds so cool. If I had more room, I would have more books, my dudes. We have a really lovely bookshelf, and I've been reading everything on a tablet for a while, but yeah, Kobe, always, dude, rule of thumb. Anytime something goes wrong, honesty is the best policy, dude. Integrity is doing the right thing when no one's watching, man. Okay, this is really cool. Someone's been building an addition to their house. That's freaking sick, my dudes. I've never seen that mesh, though. That's kind of weird. Look at this, guys. This is bizarre. This is freaking weird. What's going on here? Why this got metal on it? That's new. I've never seen that before. That's wild. Whoa. You know, 600 plant life, my man. I don't know if that's against YouTube guidelines, but I'm gonna remove it. But I'm gonna try and get some. Dude, AFK, take care, man. You sleep well, dude. Yeah. I'm not sure what about the legality or the terms of service around talking about quote unquote controlled substances on YouTube. So my apologies, my dude. But that conversation is for another space. You know. Oh, no way. Oh yeah. Sorry. Walking and reading, man. I've actually had a couple people have mentioned that stuff. Yeah. Is that your business, my dude? Yeah, and I will also say, if you want to have a conversation about these things that you're passionate about, it's really important to come in and ask a space before you just start listing off things. Just a thing. This is like a conversation. So coming in and being like kicking in the door like the Kool-Aid man and talking about controlled substances that are not legalized within various different states might get you different reactions. Mine will be a teachable moment. You know. So you're coming in and, yeah. 600 plant life with all the love in the world. You're coming in with some very, very, very intense charged topics. And I think that you need to realize that when you're having a conversation with anyone, that you need to ask, are you willing to have that conversation? Fancy, it's good to see you. Welcome in. And these are things that are important to me, so that's totally, like, I'm totally on board with what you're talking about, right? And I request that if you're going to be here, that you ask if we're willing to have that conversation. Because that was not what I was talking about at all, my dude. And now we're here at this point in the conversation where I don't know how to segue. No, I'm not here to give you my opinions. 600 plant. I will tell you that I was raised with Ayurvedic medicine, that I was raised with quote-unquote alternative medicine. But asking someone to have hard opinions in their own space, okay, mate, you need to stop. Stop this. You're not going to have a good time on the internet going to different places. and asking these hard, opinionated questions. I'm on a morning walk this morning. You're being very, very direct, which I appreciate, and I've asked you to stop. And I've allowed you to be here because I think it's important to create teachable moments. I was raised Buddhist, and I was raised with Ayurvedic medicine. Congratulations, you learned something about me. However, if you go into a space and you start promoting that you do videos on all of this stuff, yep, goodbye. I really appreciate what you're talking about, but I've asked you to stop. Oh no, you're Native American? Now I feel like a total dick. I support Native Americans, my dudes. That's a big thing of what I do. Dang it, that hurts my soul. Well, now that I feel like a total dick, but I am going to end my live stream because I need to take a couple deep breaths. No, I'm not. I hope that I didn't handle that awfully, my dudes. Yeah. So to kind of like piggyback off of what I was wanting to say, right? Asking boundaries, important thing, right, my dudes? It's kind of like any online space, right? If you come in and you start talking about religion and medicine in a space without asking what's going on, I mean, this is just kind of like the internet, right? So people come in and do these sort of things. But I'm really happy that they're very passionate about concepts around freedom and medicine to help people, right? And don't come into someone's channel promoting your own stuff very, very intensely. For one, it can make the person that is just trying to have a nice walk with friends feel a little bit like, hey, you're bogarting my conversation. It's like grabbing someone by the arm and turning them and saying, we're talking about this now. It's rude. And I feel like people don't realize that. It's like being on the internet should have the same exact sort of like rapport and feeling that you do have in person, right? Yeah, that kind of yucked my yum a little bit. The pit in my stomach. You know, holding my boundaries like that is hard, Fancy. Yeah, so I hope I wasn't being unreasonable. And if you're still watching Plant Life, I apologize for if I felt like it was being a bit too intense, but I'm learning to hold my boundaries better. And I asked, yeah, it's a weird thing, right, Fancy? We're like, I don't mind having like deep conversations, but when it's something that is innately controversial, I'm really not interested in having that conversation in a public forum. It's not the kind of content I like to do. Do you know what I mean? Like I was talking about this last night, Fancy, on like a really late night thing, and I said I just want to have positive, fun, distracting content from the hard things in life, apart from things that affect me directly, right? But I know that a lot of channels, they blow up because they specifically like do whole conversations around politics and religion and medicine and all of these things. And these are important conversations to have in person. It is not necessarily productive, in my opinion, to have a space where people are yelling at each other about their opinions because, one, it's not the most useful format for having a civil discussion because I don't know about you, but I feel people when I'm talking to them in person, and that helps. Anyway, I'm going to get off my soapbox a little bit. I get to go hang out with my buddy this morning in his recording studio and set up this really cool thing for my band. I'm stoked about that, man. That's cool beans. So that's that. I'm back up and like walking again, which feels really good. It feels nice to be in the morning light, Fancy. Actually, wow, that was the peacock. Das peacocks. I hope I was being reasonable, my dudes. In the morning, it's a little bit hard for me to be more civil, especially because I haven't eaten anything. You know, I haven't had anything to eat this morning. So there's that. I don't know why. No, I do know why. I care so much about how I talk to people, my dudes, because I want to model good behavior. And I hope I was modeling good behavior there. You know? Right. How was the performance on Friday? So, this last Friday, Fancy, the band and I talked because Mondays are our band practice days, right, for rehearsal and like going through the songs and whatnot, right? Because I wasn't able to be there Monday, and then there was a Thursday practice before the gig, right, which I wasn't able to be there either. Obviously due to streaming things, the band was like, hey, we love you, and does it make sense that like we're just gonna do these 2 shows, but we'd love to have you there? And it was fun. It was fun to be there. I live streamed. Actually, Fancy, you can go and see it. I ended up taking my laptop and actually live streaming it from the venue on Friday. And then Saturday, there was another gig, and I showed up there, and we did the same thing, and I created I had to record and not actually, what's the word? Live stream, because I didn't have access to good internet. But we've uploaded that live set to our YouTube now. I built the YouTube up for it. We're going to be adjusting some things, which is great. And then we're going to be reaching out to a local promoter here who hopefully will be getting us some more gigs here. So it was good. It's hard to not be on stage. You know, watching my friends play the songs that I'm supposed to be able to do all of them. I haven't gotten through all of them, you know. Some of those songs, though, I need to sit with the other guitarists and be like, hey, I was looking at these things online. What would you actually like me to do? You know what I mean? So, yeah, it was good. And then yesterday, while resting my voice, which I'm going to be doing a little bit more of the treatment, man, I went to, what was it, Guitar Center, and I was looking at potential upgrades for our band, because something I noticed is that we have a lot of equipment in cars that don't have a lot of space, and so I'm trying to convince them that, hey, maybe we should try and upgrade to this system right now, which is called, like, they're like these tower systems, which are really cool, which I think you can rent. I was thinking about seeing if we wanted to rent one just to try it or something. But then also I discovered that I could finance something for almost nothing for 4 years, which I've been wanting to get for last 5 years. So for the low cost of like $10 a month, which means just don't buy energy drinks, Jay, I have professional in-ear monitors now, which I'll be financing due to the confidence you guys have given me from this event, which means that I'll be able to play better, which is awesome. Having on stage sword fighting and then seeing friends up there without me, it sucks, doesn't it? Right? But yeah, they were trying to convince me to get more stuff, and I was like, no guys, like I literally just like had an event where I was talking about how I'm struggling. I'm not about to add bigger bills to my life right now. That's not responsible, not possible, and would be confusing to anyone to be like, you do what now? It's like, no. It's 10, like, it's not eating out once you know, once a month, as opposed to like, yeah, right, my dudes. And the best thing though, I think that I this is really weird stuff, my dudes. If you're a musician or an entertainer, my dudes, Toad, it's good to see you. How are you doing, man? Financing stuff is really, really good for building credit for things in your life. So I always recommend people like, hey, if you can manage it, finance things. You don't have to buy things outright, because buying things outright makes things feel kind of like in scarcity, and sometimes financing things makes it feel a little bit more like, hey, I'm actually like working towards this. Look at the cute dogs. Look at the cute little doggies. Oh, they're like, oh, he saw us. Never mind. Whack. Whoa, dude. Well, I have basically gotten back to my house. I've walked about 2 miles this morning just to get my blood moving. I think I'm going to I can't remember what's next on my list. I think I need to go meditate, my dudes. Oh no, we have been perceived. Dear God, holy smacks. To anyone watching this afterwards, I hope you're having a lovely time zone wherever you are. To you guys, I hope that you're having a beautiful day. It's Monday. I don't know if anyone's having a case of the Mondays, my dudes. But remember, dig deep, eat earth, drink water. Gotta be an ant, dude, in these times to survive. Anyway, oh, that is something pretty. I'll show you guys. This is actually my mom's garden. Isn't this crazy? Look at the abundance that my mom has grown. This is our garden up front. It is literally a food forest with really freaking pretty sunflowers. There's all of this is food. All of it is pretty much food. It's amazing. I'm so proud of my mom. I just want to make my mom proud with my gardening skills. You know? The gardening. Anyway. I'll see you guys in a little bit, probably. Because I'll be doing guitar practice, and then I'll be doing a little bit of guitar performance afterwards, my dudes. So I'll talk to you in a bit. You guys have a good day. Bye-bye.